a father of four, a bag of meth, and a second chance hanging by a thread. In this emotional courtroom drama, we watch as Roy Vidales stands before a Texas judge, tattoos visible, voice trembling, facing a future that could tear him from his children forever. What follows is more than a sentencing. It's a moment of truth.
You don't need to be around any minors right now.
Okay. Homelessness at this time, is it okay for him to live there but no unsupervised?
All right, everyone, please keep your voices up. Court is calling 2024 CR 4965, State of Texas versus Roy Vidales. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, hang on.
Defense?
Attorney Bill Simmons for defense.
And are you Mr. Vidales?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you for keeping your voice up. Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Vidales, did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes,
Did
Your
you
Honor.
understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're proceeding on count one, waiving count two.
No objection.
All right, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand in count one, you're charged with the offense of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance? Penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is a first-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Vidales, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to a jury trial. Did you review the plea bargaining page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count one. Your punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State recommends community supervision, and there's to be restitution to SAPD. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There be a top evaluation and 180 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense and count one, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no
No
contest?
contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number one with all this attachment.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused.
Thank you.
Did you review the waiver of appeal? I'm sorry, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did
Yes.
you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We would just pray that the court follow the plea agreement. We would also ask the court to give consideration to possibly probating a portion of the fine.
All right. So how old are you?
Going to be 32 in October.
Do you have any children?
4 of them at home.
What are their ages?
My oldest is gonna be 14, 12, 10, and 8. All from the same mama.
All right. And who is Jamecia?
Jimmy, Juanita,
No, it's Jameiccia. Jamecia Asina Marie Mays. Who is that?
oh, that was the driver of the, who got arrested that day.
Female?
Yes, ma'am.
Not the mother of your children?
No, ma'am. I was in the backseat.
I'm sorry, what?
I was in the backseat and she had her boyfriend.
All right. And who is Claudia Mesa?
That would be her boyfriend.
All right. How do you know them?
I know them from a mutual friend,
Who's the mutual friend?
Yvette.
Yvette who?
Yeah, it went in. Yvette, she's an older lady, and I met her.
So you don't know her last name?
No, ma'am, I do not.
How would you feel if your children were hanging out with people and they don't even know their full name?
Wouldn't feel right at all.
Mhm. And so were your children when you were picking up this case?
They were with their mother
When's the last time you saw them?
before I got arrested. May 13th is when.
Do you pay child support?
No, ma'am, they all live with me.
I'm sorry, what?
They all live with me. For the past 7 years, they've been with me.
All right. And what's up with all the tattoos?
Free time. This is my mother's name on my right eye,
Okay.
and this is space, planets, stars, moon.
All right. And what's on your neck?
Right here, this is a steer. I'm a ranch hand. I was born and raised. This is ha ha ha.
Okay. What is ha ha ha?
Joker, Batman.
Okay. And underneath the ha ha ha?
Southwest is where I reside, southwest side of San Antonio. I'm a dragon, Southwest High School.
All right. So why do you need to put Southwest on the side of your neck?
It was one of those free times I didn't have my kids. And
When's the last time you were employed?
I was recently employed in Southern Tire Mart before I got let go.
I'm sorry, you was employed what?
By Southern Tire Mart before I got let go. It was before December.
All right. What are you saying? By whom?
By Southern Tire Mart.
Southern
Tire Mart.
Tire Mart.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Off of I-10 and Foster.
All right. So how often have you been using meth?
Really, I just use it when it's there. I mean, people I hang around with, but me purchasing it, no, ma'am, I don't.
All right. I've never heard of people giving free meth unless they give it to you on the first time. Usually with marijuana, you can understand people are puff, puff, pass. But with meth, I've never heard of people doing the puff, puff, pass unless you're paying.
I mean, I just moved back to the neighborhood and kind of fell with the wrong crowd again,
All right. People will say that you're the wrong crowd.
maybe.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. There's to be restitution, if any, to SAPD. There's to be no contact with the following persons. Jamecia, Jameiccia, Asina, Essina, Marie Mays, Mays, Claudio Mesa, Meza, any person by the name of Yvette. So if you meet the love of your life and it turns out to be somebody named Yvette, While you're on this probation, you can't have contact with her. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna want a gang evaluation. There's to be 180 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
Up to the 9th grade.
Why did you drop out?
I wanted to get my own personal things, my own car, my own place, and really I dropped out before I even knew I was gonna have a kid.
All right. So has Child Protective Services ever been involved in your life?
No, ma'am, they have not.
All right. I'm gonna want parenting classes. Once he completes parenting classes, then 80 hours of the community service restitution will be deemed satisfied. You are either going to get your GED or you're going to go into somebody's trade school. And once that's completed, the remaining of the community service hours will be deemed satisfied.
I actually have a GED from the San Marquis.
All right, so he'll need to be in a trade school. He says he has his GED. Make sure he has that. If he has his GED, then you need to go to somebody's trade school so that you can start being able to pay child support. And I'm going to tell you why I say pay child support in just a moment. So there's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Does he have any prior history?
Your Honor, I don't want to tell the court anything wrong. I believe he does have some, but I don't know that whether or not there's any felony convictions.
All right, there's going to be a TAP evaluation in custody.
That's it.
Follow recommendations of TAP. And we can do a felony drug court referral in custody. They're probably not going to accept him though. There's to be no contact. I'm sorry, what's your, the mother of your children's name?
Desiree Luna.
I'm sorry, what?
Desiree Luna.
Desiree Luna?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And you're not allowed to reside in any household with minors.
Okay, so for instance, my kids that live with my mom, well, I recently moved back to my mom's and my kids are at my mom's.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't live there.
Okay,
You don't need to be around any minors right now.
okay.
And so let me ask you this. You say your children are now living with your mother.
Well, since I've been here.
All right,
since
so
I've been
where
here.
is Desiree?
She has her own family. She has her own kid. I mean, they go back and forth weekends and
All right, there's something weird going on here. So he's not allowed to reside in any household with minors. There's going to be CPS compliance if applicable. I'm going to want field visits until further notice. If he is under gang evaluation, of course, they'll handle the field visits. There's going to be proof of employment within 40 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And there's going to be 120 sober meetings in 120 days. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
How many field visits per month?
Thank you. We'll do one field visit until further notice. One field visits a month until further notice. And he is to remain in custody for the TAP evaluation, the felony drug court evaluation, and the gang evaluation. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
no, ma'am.
Your Honor,
Yes.
just for clarification, saying that he can't, the children were living with him, and my understanding is that the mother of the children was not. Is that accurate?
Yes,
So the court had previously said that they didn't want any unsupervised visitation, which should not be an issue because your mother is where they are at this time.
yes.
Yes.
But in an effort to avoid homelessness at this time, is it okay for him to live there but no unsupervised Oh, no, no unsupervised contact with the children, any minors, including his own.
No, I'm not gonna allow that.
So,
And let me explain to you why. Some people think, why is she doing that? So here's the problem. You are involved with people who you say are part of the bad crowd. This is a possession with intent to deliver drugs, which means the state has alleged that people were selling drugs. You're in a vehicle with two people that you sort of have a relationship, but not really, because you're saying you met them through somebody named Yvette. This is what I assume about people who are in the business of selling drugs. One or two things end up happening. And I'm sure you watched Scarface. Either you start using your own product, which you just told me that you use meth. The state is alleging that you're selling meth. So you've already started using your own product. Two, once you start using your own product, you're not thinking clearly. Once you sell, you're not thinking clearly. Number two, you're meeting these random people. And when you meet random people, those random people bleed over into your personal life. Your children are a part of your personal life. You may end up going to prison. That means that the police may end up raiding your house, hopefully with a search warrant, or for exigent circumstances with your children in that household. The last thing your children and your mom need is the police maybe knocking in the door, looking for you, or either these random people that you don't know looking for you because you've been using product that you're supposed to be selling. Either way, it's not good for your children, and it's not good for your mom to bring that to her doorstep. She has taken on raising 4 children that you and this random person you decide to be the mother of your children, Desiree Luna, who's not even taking care of those children. Your mother is. You're not paying child support. Your mother is. You're not making sure they eat. Your mother is. And you don't even have employment. So you are an adult who's going to be living with your mom. You're not paying to stay there, and you're just eating up all the food. So that is why you're going to get a place to stay, and they can see about lifetime recovery for you or haven for hope. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. I know you probably think I'm being hard on you. Who does she think she is? That's okay that you're thinking that. But at the end of the day, where you are now in your life, hopefully this won't be all there is to you. There's still a chance for you to do better things. But if you decide you want to live a certain lifestyle, which is outside the bounds of the law, if you want to continue to use drugs, if that's something you want to do, don't bring all of that trauma to your mom's doorstep when she is just trying to take care of your children that you're supposed to be taking care of. You understand?
I respect for you. Yes, ma'am.
All right. And when you have some extra money, guess what? Send it in the mail to your mom so she can get, clothing for your children and help feed them. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And then once you're clean and sober, if you come back to me and you prove to me you're clean and sober and you got your life together, I will lift that order and you will be able to have visitation with your children.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right. It's up to you whether
Yes, ma'am.
you want to do it. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Good luck to you.
Sure.
Kathleen Aguilar. Yes.